around 35 to 445 per day.
Per day?
Ah, per day.
Why?
Per day. Packet, I would say like 20 packets every single day.
20?
हाँ
वो पैकेट्स में
और
कितने आते
जो
थे?
मेरा पापा एक चेन स्मोकर है ना, एंड ही इज लाइक अ हैवी वन.
वही ना,
मैं वो
एडिक्शन,
अभी
चेन स्मोकिंग एडिक्शन बोल रहा है वो।
वही है, वही है. बाकी और कोई रीजन कभी नहीं मालूम पड़ा भाई. वो नहीं पता. मेरा मेरा फादर ने कभी नहीं बताया मुझे इसके बारे में. बट जो डॉक्टर्स ने रिपोर्ट दिखाया, इट वाज वे टू मच एक्सेस ऑफ सिगरेट, वे टू मच एक्सेस. हम्म. हाँ, I know that. नो वो तो पता है. वो तो मैं अभी भी बोलूंगा that वो only son. No, no.
Hey, I got
I'm like 40 plus.
company is getting some real angry calls right now. Hard to make out what with all the cursing.
40 14 नहीं भाई. मैं साल का हूँ नहीं.
Assuming you're responsible for that?
Yes, and I'm married. I know, I know. ये चीज बहुत लोगों से सुनने को मिला है, बहुत लोगों से.
हाँ भाई, बहुत हुआ है. Dakni bhai, you sound old, but how come you look so young? Hero bhai, you sound so young, but how come you look so old? बहुत हुआ है.
नहीं, वो भी अगर तुम मेरा चेहरा भी देखोगे ना, तभी भी तुमको यही होगा, मैं 30 का भी हूँ.
No, I would say you do look 40 plus, like close to 50, face, based on face, honestly. Like, I mean, don't mind, but you do have balding, receding hairline, and wrinkles and crow's feet and all that stuff. I did notice all that. But anyways, what was your purpose, RD, of asking the age, like related to his father? Like only child पूछ रहे थे. और वो मानने को तैयार नहीं थे कि डोंट ड्रिंक सिगरेट्स, मतलब हाँ, like हाँ, nicotine addiction. Oh, sorry. And I had that for like this American food, KFC, McDonald's, all that stuff. Yeah, I know what you mean.
The real trashmen are en route to the next pickup. You might want to, put them off their collection, or it's gonna really screw with our plan.
Yeah, and you'll eat that so many times. That's the worst part.
Ah, shit. Don't panic. I'll jam any calls to the cops.
I mean, that's because you're getting. But my mama gets paid very well, like for being a doctor. But he's a specialist. He's a cardiovascular and all that. No, she's he started off with a high pay, like to begin with, right from the get go.
Okay,
Maybe
final
because
pickup.
he studied in Russia or something.
But,
It could be.
aren't exactly trash yet. You gotta steal them straight from the KnoWay office.
No,
You should
he's
have a
like
pass in your
50s
uniform
now.
to
Yeah.
get you part of the way. After that, half your way in. Just think, what would RD do?
I like he's maybe 10, 15 years older than Hero. That's it. His daughters are like teenagers. अभी उनकी he's maybe 10, 15 years older than Hero. That's it. His daughters are teenagers. उनकी शादी like 2006-7 में हुई. Like हाँ 20 years. Ah, okay. You'll just wait. So how old are you then? Like 23, 24. Ah, ah. Traditional doctor. Yeah, yeah. डॉक्टर साहब थोड़ा देखिए. Yeah, that's also true. No, that is so true. Yeah, I can. Man, I I remember a story because of this. एक ना कोई मिला था हमको दुबई में. We used to stay like bachelors and all at one point. So he was like 30 something and he was the boss and he was like uh, managing guys double his age, more than double his age, even, you know. Because I'm having that similar situation right now. I'm
Final
managing
pickup.
people who are like,
You're starting
60
to think
plus, 50 plus,
aren't
40 plus,
exactly
all
trash
this kind
yet.
of thing,
You gotta steal them straight
as the
from the
boss
KnoWay
or whatever.
office. You should have a
So,
pass in
उसका
your
क्या
uniform
हुआ?
to get you part of
He
the
got
way.
so rich so
After that,
quick
half your way
that he
in.
hired like an American
What
trainer
would
because
RD do?
they think Americans are the best trainers, even for Indians. He was like Hyderabadi guy. So he was like, क्या तो भी यार हो बस अपन बिंदास मारते. So His trainer gave him all this American diets and no, but that's not. It's a medical story. That's why I'm telling it to you. So the diet and all. Like a typical Caucasian body के लिए that guy told him. पैसे तो मिल रहे हैं बंदे को अच्छे खासे to be his personal trainer, and he was just hired for being American and a trainer, qualified from America. So then, like, he started eating less and less, and like the typical American. Indian body है थोड़े बहुत genetic factors भी होते हैं Indian body के. And then he had a hernia complication because of all this. Really bad appendicitis भी हो गया क्या. All kind of like धनाधन है उसको when health issues. And all because he was trying to get healthy by the American method, personally coached by an American. And people used to tell him, "Bhai, तुम Indian bodies अलग होते हैं थोड़ा. You should have like proper meals." And they're like, "No, no, I'll follow the American way." What he's telling, Americans are like the top in the world for a reason, and all this bakwas. And he got so many complications. Yeah, whatever works, one size doesn't fit all. No, that was also a case study there. Because literally that trainer was doing the exact same thing himself. That's true. Like he paid him like 30,000 dirhams or something a month, bro. You understand how big amount that is for a personal trip? 30,000 is what into 25. He left UAE because of the health complications. He left UAE because eventually he couldn't afford the healthcare here, so he had to go back to India for. Now he's got some lifelong complications because of the mistake he did. क्या चीज? कुछ हो गया भाई. I don't know exactly what happened, but yeah, such a bad situation. But where are you based currently? Like your hospitals, like which city you did? मतलब बताया तो था, मतलब काफी वक्त हो गया ना बात करके. Yeah. हाँ. आस-पास में, yeah. The more like a towns and non-city areas, you mean to say. Outskirts and stuff like that. Yeah, I got that.
You saw the FIB turn up on the security feed. They took a load of documents. Get after them. Whatever information they've got, we need.
Government. Yeah, I got that. So makes sense. But the government, mein, it's always the case, bro. Private. Mine has worked at Fortis Hospital, even the Malya Hospital, jo thi, Mahavir Jain Hospital. Yeah. MNC, yeah. Yeah, that's also. Man, I had the privilege of walking into the hospital during Corona, no, I fell on a windowsill, like chin first, cut through the bone. So obviously they required surgery and all. Because of my very good physical condition, I was like heavy gym and proper nutrition and all that at that time before the Corona. So I had very good. Like everyone was surprised I didn't faint because of the blood loss I had. Like deep cut to the bone and everything. They were like, "How have you not fainted?" I was like, "I don't know. It must be what I'm eating and my." No, no, no. I mean, qualified professionals are saying like they've seen other people and they all like faint or behosh ho jate due to blood loss and No, no, not then. I told them like after like hours of that also, ice pack laga liya because like like रात में वो हुआ था ना, so like दिन में ही हॉस्पिटल्स खुले होते थे, रात में they had strict guidelines during that corona time. No, well after that. I'm talking about well after that. I'm talking hours and hours after that. Maybe. Maybe it can be true. But they were saying like they've never seen that kind of situation where a guy having that kind of a deep cut and still I do get the ickiness with the blood, but I don't know. Like I kept telling them, like I'm feeling like I will black out, but I didn't black out. That was. But anyways, the thing was like I had the privilege next day to walk into the hospital without a corona test, without anything. Just because we have those connections and that privilege and power to do that. But the same thing here in Gulf, like many years ago, I had a choking issue. Choking issue. Some bone got stuck, some chicken biryani bone. And I wasn't used to, like 2014 I came back to UAE, no? So I wasn't used to drinking more and more water compared to Hindustan. Hindustan में उतनी जरूरत नहीं पड़ती ज़्यादा पानी पीने की. Here you need to, which I realized the hard way. So उसके बाद of course hospital बुलाए. Hostel में I used to stay. It was like a 5-star hostel. You know how the hostels like Dubai है ना, obviously बहुत high quality होते हैं hostel. So hospital सब लेके गए. I didn't have health insurance and all that, nothing like that. And emergency department से लेके गए. Once you reach there, they're like health card insurance. You don't have. So first they ask for the payment. They're like 800 dirham, 1000 dirham. I was like, student 1000 dirham किधर लेके घूमता है pocket में, And for an X-ray 1000 dirham, and this kind of, it's what the X-ray, what is that X-ray जो 400-500 रुपए हिंदुस्तानी में होता है. हाँ, 800 dirham is like how much? 20-25 हजार रुपए for that X-ray. And and I was like, I don't have health card, I can't pay that much. And they were like, okay, go sit. I was like, it's emergency. I'm still feeling like I will choke again, like like it's still stuck there. And, I'm not able to speak also properly. And they're like, that's it, khalas, next. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? Okay. हाँ. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the flights couldn't take off at time or something like that. The runway was rushed. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, yeah.
You there? All right. So you're not a natural garbage man, but hey, we got what we needed to take these assholes down. I'll be in touch. Oh, it does make sense. I mean, here it's all about money, nah. Like they're not going to lose thousands of dirhams just for one economy passenger who will probably never fly in like years. And then to yeah. But वो buses निकल जाते हैं ना. But buses will just leave. तो भाई क्या बोल सकते हैं? I mean, they do have these strict rules here, like very very strict and serious. करते तो हैं इधर काफी. In the same plane. फिर तो man, then nothing can be said. Then nothing. I have experience with luggage, like some good airlines में they don't care how much luggage you're taking hand carry में. लेकिन इंडिगो पकड़ी थी भाई एक बार from Dubai to बेंगलुरु. तो they are like luggage भी थोड़ा ज्यादा था hand carry में. They were like they had this attitude. बोले तो नहीं but you felt like सर अच्छा स्वागत है तुम्हारा. ओवरवेट लेके जा रहे हो कितने पैसे निकलेंगे that kind of thing. It was such a horrible thing. Hindustan में they have a very weird one. Like I missed a flight from Hindustan to UAE, and that situation was like इधर के हेल्पलाइन क्या बोले थे सर आपकी तो फ्लाइट the AM PM thing ना because they're not used to that 20 British 2400 hours. They were like आप हवा में चेक किए सर आपकी तो फ्लाइट उड़ गई. you know you have that call center cute sounding girls ना. They're like I was like उड़ गई मतलब क्या like they're like no problem आप कल ऑफिस में आ जाओ. तो you can't claim the क्या बोलते हैं flight fare but you can claim like the what you say taxes and all that surcharges and all the other charges. Because you have to understand sir कि आपके लिए reservation book की थी वो seat. So that fuel of the flight and that space that's lost ना it went empty. Of course it didn't went empty. उन्होंने भरा होगा किसी और का. But I mean that makes logical sense. But UAE में it's like Gulf countries में impossible is impossible. Even if it's possible, it's ridiculously impossible. Which is like so silly, man. They're like क्या बोलते हैं like hospital में अब choking situation हो रही है. डॉक्टर फ्री बैठा है लिटरली. एक्सरे मशीन भी फ्री बैठी है. आई एम लाइक कर लो उसके बाद तुम चाहो इधर हमको जबरदस्ती रख लो बट पहले चेक तो कर लो उसके बाद तुम पैसे लेना देर लाइक नहीं भाई बिना पैसे के नहीं करेंगे. वंस यू पे दैट मनी हाँ नो वंस यू पे दैट मनी एंड 800 dirham they're acting like economy class like 800 dirhams because you couldn't get insurance or you didn't have insurance. So that's like they didn't even do it properly. And I was like because I have experience now हम लोग के hospital है clinic है and all this thing. So I was like सही से क्या है नहीं you can again 800 and you can again if you feel not correct. I was like what the heck man. हिंदुस्तान में लाइक अगर सही से नहीं हुआ दे बी लाइक 2-3 बार कराते हैं ना वो जब तक सही से ना आए इवन दो यू पेड वंस. या हियर इट वाज लाइक पे मल्टीपल टाइम्स टू मेक श्योर इट कम्स आउट राइट. लाइक व्हाट द हेक इज दिस नॉनसेंस. चलो एनीवे आई थिंक हीरो तुम भी सोने जा रहे हो क्या मतलब गेम ज्वाइन नहीं कर
हाँ
रहे.
बिल्कुल.